Last month on Good Morning Britain, we spoke to a family of 10 who, along with their dogs, escaped Russian bombardment in Kharkiv.
Well, they're now settling into life in their new home of Cambridgeshire. And yesterday, 2 of the youngest members of the family took a big step.
Amazing.
They started school here
What a
in
big
the
deal.
UK, despite not speaking much English. But they were there, and look at them, getting on with it, paying attention, being good pupil.
It's a wonderful thing to see, quite a moving thing to see as well,
Oh,
isn't it, really?
amazing.
To actually know that they've now begun school. So we're joined by the mum, Valera, and her 2 children, Alihan and Camilla, and Valera's little sister, Miroslava, alongside rend platings from Mothers for Ukraine. And we're also joined by Karen Stanton, the co-head teacher at Caldecott Primary School, where those children have just begun their education here.
Which is wonderful to see all of you this morning. We spoke, didn't we, Valeria? We spoke some time ago, a month ago, when you'd first arrived and you were relieved to be here after the extraordinary journey to get to safety here. How has that month been?
Well, we expected this day, school day, because of the Easter holidays break in school. We couldn't go straight away, so kids were really exciting and a little bit scared, very nervous, but excited and waited for this day. So it's been all right. 2 or 3 weeks, I guess, past. It's been okay.
So Alihan and Miroslava started school yesterday, and Camilla starting school next week. It's often a bit strange when kids go back after a holiday. You can occasionally find it a struggle to get them out of bed and get them into school, I find. How were Alihan and Miroslava? Because it must have been quite a daunting prospect, going to a school where you don't speak the language or know anyone.
They are so frustrated. They couldn't speak any English, so they prepared the little cards with common phrases like "I feel sick, call my mom" or something like that. Just for anyone to help them. And they put our phone numbers so anyone can call. They were really scared to go without mobile phones because they couldn't use online translator, and they were disappointed because of that as well. So a little bit of scary for them.
I mean, it must be. I mean, you actually put it in a really good context there, Kate, which is, yes, for a kid just going to school after the holidays is one thing. This is an enormous step, isn't it? Karen, tell us a bit about, as co-head teacher of the school there, Karen, just tell us a bit about, from your perspective, welcoming these children from Ukraine who, of course, don't speak the language, and tell us what it's been like from the perspective of the other kids in the school as well.
Hi, morning everyone. It's, well, at schools, primary schools across the country, we're used to welcoming new children from, recently we've had lots of children from Hong Kong, we have children from Bulgaria. Caldecott is a really small community and we're a very caring community, and the children are just great at welcoming them. Lots of them had come with similar phrases, some words, although they couldn't bring their mobile phones, we don't allow them in primary school, but we have got like iPads, so like me and the children and the staff, we were all on Google Translate trying to get a few phrases, and it was scary, and we understand, and these children have been through such a lot, but our motto at school is happy, healthy, high achieving, and we really believe firmly that if children are happy and if they're healthy, then they'll settle in and achieve, and we just are pleased we can play a very small part in just helping this family and this children to start their life again and to be happy and secure.
Well, it's a brilliant thing that you're doing, and it's such an important thing, and it's so nice to hear the way that you are working as hard as you are to welcome them into the school. And we can see from the pictures that they're heartening pictures to see, aren't they? To
They
see
certainly are, especially when you hear the news coming out of Ukraine all the time, you know, to see your youngsters, Valeria, skipping along there, going to school. It must be the reason why you made that extraordinary journey to get here.
I mean, contrast that journey with the journey that you've been through. And I don't know, Red, if you want to talk about this as well, but there was... I mean, you go back just over 2 months. We weren't sure there would be a war. Even Zelensky was thought there wouldn't be an invasion. And in such a short amount of time, you've gone from having your family home life to hiding in a basement for 5 days, taking 3 days to drive out of Ukraine, 3 days to drive, I think, to Albania and get a flight to Britain. Can you just tell us a bit about the experience of going through that as a family in the last 2 months?
It's very hard for everyone, especially for my grandmas and kids. They were exhausted. They didn't like anything like food, new beds, but we tried to make it comfortable for them. Still, it was really hard, and to understand that there are some relatives left there in my Kharkiv. They're still there, and I cannot express how I feel guilty that I'm here safe, and they are still there fighting. All my friends who are still there, my family, schoolmates, they really miss the schoolmates. So it's so hard.
It's the reality of what you're going through, isn't it? That torment, but you shouldn't do, because I'm sure they would be so glad that you are safe. And please God, they can be safe too. But I'm sure that pain is never far from your mind.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you for joining us, and it is such an awful and such a tough situation. I think it's very powerful to see it from the perspective of Valeria, isn't it? And just to hear a testimony of what she's been through. But at the same time, we good luck with Camilla starting the school next week, and we hope that they continue to settle into the schools as they, they certainly
absolutely, and lovely to speak to you, and we wish you good progress, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you again, hopefully with some better news coming from your homeland too. Lovely to see all of you.
Really lovely to see your beautiful family this morning. Thank you for talking to us, Valeria. Thank you to all of you.